Hi, we are back talking to more filmmakers and creatives here at the Utah International Film Festival. I have with me Leah Pfandler, who has a short script that is an official selection this year.
Yes, that's correct.
Tell me about your script.
So my short script, Delphy, is a uplifting coming-of-age story. It's a journey story about embracing oneself and one's uniqueness amidst adversity. And it's also about finding light and discovering the beauty of life despite the hardships and challenges we might face. And yeah, I just believe in creating uplifting content, especially nowadays.
Oh my God.
Everything's so tragic nowadays. And I turn to uplifting narratives, and it's a coming of age. So it's about a teenager, and it's the type of film that I would have loved and needed as a teenager myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, like something hopeful and uplifting for the weirdos out there.
Right.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone who needs to fly their freak flag, right?
Yes, exactly. I mean, I was like an outsider all my life and been called, freak and weirdo. And it's just always the odd one out. And been bullied for that and all that. So yeah, I would have loved this film. So I kind of wrote it for my inner child.
Oh,
Does that make sense? And not only, of course, for myself, but for, to give some hope, send some love, especially young adults nowadays. They have, I can't even imagine with social media and all that.
Oh, I know.
The bullying is out of this world. And my niece, actually, Delphy, who is very eccentric, she has like goth attire, but she's very, very sensitive. So that's inspired by my niece, who looks like that. And she's been called a freak and bullied for it. My sister also had this whole kind of metal goth thing going on in her as well. She, me for different reasons, but
there's a lot of cruelty.
The outsiders, in the end, all the things that you go through make and shape you who you are, and and all the stuff that I went through is also just makes you who you are, and it doesn't kill you, makes you stronger.
Exactly, to just embrace it and get the good, look at the good that comes from it.
Exactly.
So this is, how many scripts have you written?
Oh, I should have counted.
What's your best guess?
Actually, my first script that I wrote was when I was 13.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was like a feature period drama,
Oh, my goodness.
I love, So,
and
then we had to move. That's also part of the short script. Delphy, she moves around a lot, and always the new kid, always the outsider. And that's my story, literally my story. And so when we finished it, and that was back in the 90s, meaning we got my friend's dad's camera to start filming stuff, and I was directing everybody already. And
so you were making films back in...
Yeah, I wanted to, and then we moved to Dresden, and Dresden is in Germany. That was part of East Germany. Lots of trauma there. But that's actually, Delphy was inspired by something I experienced in Dresden, despite all the bullying. But the bike ride, this crazy bike journey, actually happened to me when I was 17, and it kept on popping back up in my memory. I was like, why did I have to do that? Go on this crazy bike ride with a hand-drawn map? And I was like, how am I ever going to through the countryside and with nothing else? And I was like, what? Why? And it didn't leave me. And I was like, I think I have to write about this. Yeah.
Things that just keep coming back. That's a good sign, maybe.
Yeah.
It's like the universe going.
Yes. Hey. So that's how it felt. It was like,
right? Maybe. It's good that you listened to that, though. So you are a writer-director.
Yeah.
Is how you would quantify or qualify yourself. What is that term? Anyway. My mind doesn't work anymore.
Right.
You would call yourself a writer-director.
Yes.
So you've obviously directed your share of projects. Do you have a favorite that you've worked on?
Of my past projects?
Of your own, yeah.
There's there's some that were so low budget, but still that there's so much I learned from them, and that I just loved making. With like the smaller films, often there can be so much love there and so much like, oh, let's do this together.
A scrappy group of people getting together.
But the recent one I did actually with my husband, it's like a neo-noir. I really love making that. Like,
what was it
female
called?
empowering Moment of Truth.
I love that.
Yeah. So yeah, that was a fun one. It went the whole festival route as well.
Nice.
That was fun.
Nice. And where are you from?
I'm originally from Switzerland, but I grew up all over the world, and now I'm in New York for 5 years.
Okay. So you've come all the way to Utah from New York.
Yes. That's exciting. Have you loved Utah?
Is this your first time to Utah?
You know, I always said this is my first time in Utah, but it's not true. When I was a child, I lived in the U.S. And I was in Utah when I was about maybe 11 years old with my family, a road trip. You know, the Archies National Park.
Yeah.
But the first time in Provo, I believe.
Okay.
And community has been fantastic. I always say, I'm from New York. Everybody's so nice here.
Right. It's a completely different thing.
Really, everybody's so giving and so nice and supportive.
Yeah.
Like, I love this community here.
It's a pretty great community of filmmakers and just people in general.
Yes, everybody's nice. Like,
yeah, it's true.
It's refreshing.
We're very lucky. So tell me, what's next for you? Are you planning on turning Delphy into, I mean, you're going to produce it?
Yes, it has to, because the screenplay is only, it's meant to be a movie.
Right, of course.
And definitely. I will have another table read in New York.
Okay.
That I'm really going to direct. And so that's going to be exciting. It was my first time hearing Delphy out loud here at the Utah International Film.
How was that?
I mean, I was the narrator, so I was, a little nervous, but it was amazing. It was so, like, the actors that agreed to read for the script, they were all so fantastic and did such a great job.
Yeah.
Yeah, it meant a lot to me. It means a lot to me.
That's got to be a crazy experience. I'm not a writer, so I don't know what that's like, but to hear the words that you put down on a page coming out of someone's mouth. No, you're fine.
That's always so, like, wow, like, it's so humbling that people dedicate their time and, passion and talent to make something that you created, to turn it into life. Like, I feel very, very grateful. Yeah.
So hearing it for the first time out loud, are there things immediately that you want to change or futz with it all?
To get change? Not really that much. This is like my 15th draft or something.
So you're already pretty attached.
Yeah, it's like little things here and there. But like, I cannot wait to direct this. That's what I thought today. I was like, like especially the dinner table scene, that's very quirky, very, very fast paced, very fun, very chaotic. Like, I can't wait to direct these things.
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
That's good.
So it just sparked my, like, love and I can't wait to do.
Well, it's good that you're at a place then that you're ready. You're just ready to get it done.
I am ready to
get in there and direct it.
Yes.
That's exciting. Excellent. Well, good luck with all of that. I think that's really fascinating.
So much.
So beyond that, do you have something else on the horizon as far as, like, other scripts that you're working on?
Yes, so many.
Oh,
but first this.
Right.
But yeah, I have a bunch of still short scripts in mind. Actually, another coming of age, but for the middle-aged female. Actually, that's based on my mother's journey. Crazy. She went on this kind of self-discovery journey on horseback through Mongolia.
Oh my God.
Like, I mean,
wow.
Yeah. So that's like Delphi is like the teenager side, and then that one will be like for the middle age.
Oh, I love that. I want to read that. That sounds. You already have an audience.
But that, yeah, it's like when my mom told me that story, I was like, wow, like, that is crazy.
Yeah, that's really, really interesting. Sounds like a wonderful story. So good luck with that too.
Thank you.
I know you'll find the things that you've got to prioritize, right? That you said Delphy is first.
And I definitely, lots of short scripts still. I'm like, I want to do this, and this. And of course, feature. The one that I wrote when I was 13, I'm going to pick that back up. and turn it into something that is relevant nowadays and that works nowadays. Because my teenager self back then was like, oh my God, drama, period. Still going to be period, but like I already have ideas.
And so that will be your first feature again, like as an adult?
Yes.
I love that.
Yeah, I know. It's like
full circle.
Yeah, healing that. Again, healing the inner child.
Right, the inner child. That's really, really cool. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Thank you.
So tell me, well, it's funny. I thought of one more question before I was going to kind of try to wrap this up. What do you think is your biggest challenge with writing? Like, do you have anything that just gets in the way, or things to overcome, or even tools to help you to get in the right space? I would love to know a little bit about your process of writing.
That's a good
because I haven't talked to many other writers.
Oh, really? Oh, great. That's a great question. I think it's mostly yourself that gets in your way. So this Delphy script means so much to me because it's really 100%. Oh my gosh, English not my native language. 100. Thank you. % me on a page, and I think back in before. Not my 13-year-old self, that was like full on, but I tried to maybe, what do people want to hear type of thing. And the Delphi is literally like, I'm just gonna keep that channel open. Martha Graham quote, it's tattooed right here. And meaning that you have to do you, and you have to be you and not care what others might think or what you actually yourself might think. You just have to let that, whatever the universe is giving you, let it flow through you. And I think it's also, writing like every day, like making time for that and being diligent about it. Because, and I feel outlines are big for me. And this time I didn't put anything down before I had like a solid foundation and outline. And just you always gotta like think about it, think about the script, think about the story. And I think the hardest challenge is mostly, I think, oneself that you don't like criticize, or when you get feedback, like what am I taking, what is useful, where you think, this makes sense, and where do you know,
right.
True to my
sure, because you're gonna get a lot of different opinions.
So much, exactly. So I think that is what I'm still like working on,
figuring out what to keep and what to just disregard and go, okay, that's your opinion, bye-bye.
Yes. Like what is true to me, what's the ego talking. So but it's a lot of like self-growth in that, for sure.
That's very cool.
Yeah,
it sounds like you've got a good thing going, whatever you're doing.
Thank you so much.
So before I let you go, I've been asking everybody for a fun fact about them. Something interesting about you, something unusual.
Oh.
Can you think of anything? A hobby or a...
Oh, yeah, okay.
A weird...
Well, despite that, I've like just grown up all over and felt actually the most alien in my own country. It was like the first time I live in Switzerland. I am not anything like Swiss people. And anyway, but I have a hobby that is playing darts.
Really? Are you good at it?
Sometimes not. But when I'm good, I can be really good at it.
So do you have your own dartboard?
Yes,
okay.
We do.
I love it.
We're in a dart league in Astoria.
That's
Monday.
Even better. I love it.
So geeky, but you know what? Because as artists, and I'm sure you can relate, is all the hobbies. Like I used to paint a lot when I was a child. Everything. I've just been this creative, everythinger, and then a hobby. So darts is something that's totally different. That totally gets me out of my usual, because I watch movies and I'm like looking at the shots and things, the story, the acting, everything.
Right. You can't even appreciate it as an audience member.
But it's still always like the part of, I also do photography. So it's like everything, the gorgeous lights. So darts is literally just so different.
So that's it. Kind of. Are you good? Are you good at it?
I don't.
You think you're pretty good?
Hey, team, am I good? I need so.
I'm sure you're wonderful. better than me because I don't know how to place.
I mean, I did hit a few really great bullseyes. It is not only about the bullseyes, though. It's about the trip 20s also.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's about precision and knowing how to aim and
my husband and I, even went to Madison Square Garden to watch the international dart game with this mega star. It was the funnest thing ever.
That's so cool.
I love it. Super geeky, but super fun.
It's great. It's unusual, and I love unusual, fun, quirky things. Yeah. All right. Well, is there anything else you wanted to add about either Delphy or any other projects you're working on that you kind of wanted to get in?
Delphy is my main thing here. If anybody's interested, it's I'm on Instagram.
Okay.
Yes, and I just want to say thank you so much to you, to Dora and the Utah International Film Festival. It's been an amazing experience. Everyone's so great and supportive, and it's been so lovely talking to you.
Love to hear that. Thank you for being here, and congratulations on all of your projects.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. All right, we will be back with more filmmakers and creatives here at the Utah International Film Festival.